right, a little update from the coop. So we've officially had them for a week and a day, and the coop's coming together. It really is. They all look like they're adjusting really well. They're loving it. Actually, Gru, our rooster, he is starting to fly a bit. So I think we're gonna have to bring up the walls just a little bit taller, because I think he's gonna be able to clear that. But everybody's getting along perfectly. The ducks over here, I cannot believe how fast the ducks are growing. Like, they're already, our biggest one is already turning white. I still don't know male, female. But yeah, they're starting to turn into their pink and white colors. No longer ducklings. I still have no idea how old they are. I think they might be going on 3 weeks, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they're massive. Chicks are chicken. That's our new one. All the excitement we have going on at the coop today. Austin did a little cleanup this morning. We had a play date with Briar's cousin, so that's what we were up to. And I think he went to the store and he got, well, I know he went to the store. He went to the store and got some poles and some, I don't know what the wire. So when I was petting the ducks, I don't even want to put my hand by my mouth because I went to go try and pick one of them up, and one of them slipped on shit and it literally like hit me in the face. So I don't want to touch my face, and I feel like I need to wash my hands. But yeah, he or she slipped in shit and it flicked me in the face and on the hand. So I'm gonna have to clean that up ASAP. But those are just the joys. So yeah, so far I've learned ducks are very cute. They grow very fast, very dirty. They love to poo in their water. They poo just about everywhere. Chicks, on the other hand, they're a little bit more low maintenance. The ducks are low maintenance too. I mean, we're just changing out their bedding. The chicks every other day. I'd say once a day. I'm doing kind of like half, where I'll take half the bedding and do half new, and then just kind of like rotating. Same with the ducks. I have to change their bedding a little bit more because they poo quite a bit, and so that every day they're getting half their bedding. I would say like almost twice a day. I'm always picking up spots where they're going to the bathroom because it sticks to the pine pretty good. The bedding that we use is pine. I've read that it's in the middle ground. Some people use pine, some people not. I think there's pros and cons to all the materials that you're gonna use on your journey. You just kind of have to do what's budget. I was thinking about it. Everyone's like, oh, you have chickens, like you're gonna be saving money with eggs. And I was like, you know, the amount of money that you spend putting into it, maybe one day will outweigh the cost of eggs. But then again, I don't think, because you know, I don't know, maybe they're just a little bit more, they need a little bit more when they're chicks. And then as they get older, of course, they're going to be going to the bathroom in the yard and all those things. So maybe I'll be reflecting back and biting my tongue, but right now I don't think the price of eggs is outweighing the cost of chicks, raising chicks or ducks. But that's just me for right now. Again, we're a week into this. We are beyond beginners. We're like very, very, very beginners. We literally started doing research the day after, or the day I found out that he brought them home, when I was surprised. So I also recommend being a bit more prepared. It's fun to be spontaneous, but at the same time, I'm definitely, I like to be prepared. So that is putting us a step above, or I should say a step below beginners. But you know, we're learning, we're loving, we're having fun. We haven't lost anybody, so we've all made it. So I would say having alive chicks and ducks means that, you know, we're doing something right. So we will take it there. So I'm just gonna give a little update view of the coop. We have the ventilation. I think the prior orders, like I said, just there's poo on the wall. Like we might wallpaper that, or, you know, find something to do. Maybe just give it a good clean when we, you know, get them a little bit bigger. Austin added the window in the back, and then we have the door right here that will eventually put the coop door in. So yeah, that's all she wrote. Then we have our heat lamps. Everything is kind of just being held by these boards that were installed at the top. So yeah, we're kind of just seeing it as we go. We're working on Bye, chickies. Bye, dickies. We still don't have a name for the ducks yet, so if you guys have some duck recommendations. It's hard when you don't know the sex, but then again, like, you don't have to name them male or females. I put this cardboard up. It's starting to rain a little bit. Austin is working on the yard. Ideally, we want to build up our yard next week, from my understanding, in zone 5, which is our zone for planting, is right around Mother's Day is when you want to start planting your garden. So Austin and I have been like taking a look at the yard, seeing where we're going to plant that. I tried to do research to do my best to like figure out the best way to go about this, but I think it's just gonna have to be a learning experience. I think we're just gonna have to pick a spot, throw some seeds, and see what happens, and just learn as we go. Some things you cannot research, you just have to learn from experience. But I'll have Austin. You want to explain the wiring and the posts? We'll have Austin come out here and he'll talk about what he purchased and what his plan is with it.
What's up?
You want to explain kind of like the wiring and the posts, or what kind of wiring you got? Hi.
I don't even know. It's just like a construction mesh.
So
there's the gauge on there. It's like 2 by 4. That's 2 inch by 4. So it's two.
It's kind of upside down. Yep.
So each individual little square is 2 inches wide, and then it's 4 inches long.
There you go.
And then there's 100 foot of that. I can't remember what gauge wire it is.
So we got the welded wire fence. And then we have poles that are obviously going to hold the fence. So this is what Austin purchased today. Understanding, and from a family member who has chickens, and just from, watching YouTube videos, you want to have around your coop holes, for your chicken run, holes that are big enough to that birds can fly through, and that be fine.
Like super small critters.
Yeah, super small. And then at the bottom of it, you want to go about a foot down with a little bit tighter of hardware cloth, so that any animals that try to burrow can't get in. We also have some wiring, like I said, from the previous owner, so I think we're going to take a look and see what was done there, and then go from there.
Does he look like a chicken?
See you doing his own arms?
No.
Oh. What are you doing, Briar? What are you doing? So yeah, we are definitely learning as we grow, that's for sure. So are we learning as we grow? Yeah. Wrapping up our, what is it, 6th, 7th, 8th day of having chicks and ducks.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna back into it.
You see?
Yeah, it's just backwards. It just says American Classic.
Yeah, but look at what's on it.
The tractor that we have in the garage.
How sick is that? Long day working in the yard. But I think I got a good amount done. Yard is looking so much better than that bumpy, wavy mess it was. So the fog light.
Is your flashlight? I wonder if that raccoon is back there.
No, we wouldn't be able to see it.
I hear something like crinkling in the distance.
You want me to go get my headlamp?
We had a raccoon yesterday just scheming by that tree over there.
Let me go get my headlamp. Just stay
But
right
don't leave
here.
me out here. Yeah, that's right, we have a hose. We had a little raccoon out here scheming. I know he was eyeing our shed for sure. So I wonder. Dun, dun, dun. could be the neighbors. It could be. I saw our floodlight or our garage light flick on, so I think somebody might be scheming around here. You can't trust anybody. But yeah, we didn't do anything to the chicken coop. As I mentioned earlier, we got material. Austin spent the entire day getting the dirt laid. He actually did a phenomenal job. I'll show it tomorrow, of layering the ground, so it looks awesome. I am gonna wait till he comes out with his headlamp. Hold on, wait.
I don't see nothing.
Let me see. Nothing's back there. Wait, hold on, shine it behind the tree. Just looking, just making sure. Wow, that's nice. That like lit up the whole area.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm gonna take that as a win that our shed is secure because the raccoon.
Knock on some fucking wood, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna knock on some wood. I'll knock on our shed. But maybe the raccoon knew that. I hope that we have it nice and tied down. This is what Austin did. It's kind of dark out.
So all of this dirt is going to be our farm, our mini garden.
Yeah,
Just kidding. It's gonna be grass.
it is gonna be grass.
I feel like you would low-key love that though.
Oh, for sure. Leveled out the ground really nicely.